I'm so glad you guys can laugh and all this. I mean, it's so hard to be positive right now. I had like a panic attack a couple nights ago. I called my friend Chris. He's like the calmer downer in the relationship. I freak out, he calms me down. And I called him at like 2 a.m. and I was rambling. I was like, what if with schools going back in session, like it ends up causing some kind of second wave, and Trump uses that to delay the election, and then there's actual riots, and then it turns into a civil war, and America just like collapses into itself. And he was like, dude, you're being over optimistic. I mean, when this special comes out, when most people see not most people see the special, like when when some of my immediate family see this special, the election will have occurred, and I hope Biden wins, but I do think Trump winning would make the rest of this funnier. Democrats, liberals, very charged up right now. I had a friend post on Twitter. She said, I'm going to vote for the Democratic nominee, even if it is Adolf Hitler. Which I thought was weird, because nobody asked her that. Because if those are the options, I'd rather be on the Trump train than the one to Auschwitz. I think Biden will win, because old people like Biden, because he makes them think that someday they could grow up to be president. The one thing I know about the election is that it's going to be a much more somber day. Because if you were here in New York for the 2016 election, we were confident. People were throwing parties and wine tastings. I hosted a comedy show for the night of the 2016 election, and it was my job to update people on the results while keeping the mood fun. So I had to run out there and be like, how's everyone doing tonight? Quick little update. Okay, so they're calling Florida for Trump, but Hillary's still got it in the bag if she gets Ohio, Pennsylvania, and they make Puerto Rico a state. Okay, everybody, next up. And by 2 a.m, I mean, everyone was devastated. Even I was crying, because it was clear I was not getting laid. And I got on the train to Harlem. This was in Brooklyn. I was going to Harlem, and there were 10 of us just spread out on the train. I mean, all of us, our heads were just buried in our NPR tote bags. And this woman must have seen me looking upset, because she scooted right next to me, and she looked like she'd been crying for hours and hours. And she confided in me. She told me that she was an illegal immigrant, and she was terrified about what her life was going to be like with Trump as president. And I wanted to comfort her, but I was terrified that she told me that so quickly. I was like, girl, you gotta be sneaky, okay? This is Trump's America now. I could be ICE, I'm not, but you gotta be careful. And soon this man came over. I think he was a lawyer, because he was wearing a suit, and he came over. He started advising her on ways she could protect herself and going forward. And so he was talking to her, and then these 2 NYU kids came over. They were wearing NYU sweaters, and one of them offered their dorm room in case she needed. It was very cute. And soon, I've never seen this in New York before, but the entire train was huddled in one corner. This was before coronavirus, obviously. It felt safe. And even though there were seats, people were standing just so they could be closer to each other. And we just talked for that entire ride to Harlem. As New Yorkers, as Americans, or as people, we just talked. And that experience taught me that when shit really hits the fan, you just gotta take an Uber. I mean, guys, that is my set.